This is a 5-minute mindful meditation. So find a seated position. Try to have your back straight if you can. Get all the wiggles out and close your eyes. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Become aware of any sounds in the room. Then soften the forehead, soften the eyelids, and relax the jaw so there's space between the top teeth and the bottom teeth. And let the tongue relax in the mouth. And let the shoulders soften. Let the arms become heavy. Your hands can just rest in your lap however you want. And exhale again. Become aware of your feet, the seat beneath you. Then become aware of your breath. Just observing your breath. And let it be natural. You can control the breath like Ujjayi breath. It doesn't matter. Just watch the breath. Noticing how the inhales are different than the exhales. Breathing in and out through the nose if you can. If not, use your mouth. Then become aware of the pauses between the inhales and the exhales. Inhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Becoming aware of those beats in between the breaths. If your mind wanders, that's okay. Just gently bring it back. Noticing the pauses in between the breaths. Then just follow the breath. Noticing where the breath is most obvious. Maybe the sound, maybe the movement of the chest. And follow that. Again, if your mind wanders, that's okay. Just gently bring it back. Then release the breath and gently begin to bring your awareness back into the room. Noticing any sounds in the room. Bring your awareness back to your body. And then begin to wiggle fingers and toes to gently wake up the body. Maybe move the head around and roll the the shoulders. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Perfect. That's mindful meditation. If your mind wandered a lot, that's okay. Don't get frustrated. That's what happens. Our mind wants something to chew on. So if your mind wanders, when you realized it's wandered, bring it back to the breath. And every time you do that, it's a bicep curl for your brain, making it stronger. And over time, that time between your mind wanders, when your mind wanders, and when you realize that it's wandered, gets smaller and smaller and smaller till it's kind of like this, And that leaks out into your life in a good way. So you're more mindful in your life. If you're having a hard time focusing on the breath, focus on the pauses in between. Another trick is to count your breaths from 20 backwards. And whenever you lose your focus on the count, go back to 20. If you can make it all the way down to 1, go back to 20. Those are 2 little tricks to help keep you focused on one thing, which is your breath or counting. But it's just focusing on one thing. That's what mindful meditation is. And usually it's the breath. One aspect of the breath. You can change that aspect throughout the practice. All right? And just another little fun thing. When your mind wanders, sometimes it's nice to label where it went. Because then it doesn't seem as important. Because our mind is usually doing one of 3 things. It's either fantasizing, planning, or remembering. And once you realize that and you realize your mind has wandered, you can label it, oh, yeah, I'm planning, and come back. Another key trick is to have a piece of paper and pen there and write down your thoughts and plans before you begin your meditation, and then go into your meditation. And if something like starts nagging you, like, oh, I forgot, I need to pull the chicken out of the freezer, right? Write it down. Just write it down and then go back to your meditation. It's not serious, but it is so important and it is so helpful, right? Okay. Go and meditate. Use this meditation. It was just 5 minutes, so you can get used to it. And then when you feel like you're good and ready, you can go on your own with your own timer and start adding a minute. Maybe 1 a week, maybe every other week. All right. As always, email me with questions, post it on the Facebook group, or bring them to the Zoom meeting. Thank you, guys.